Hey everyone, Newman with 910 Airgun Tuning and Repairs. Today I will be showing you how to access and remove and install the pellet probe block on a Impact M3 or really any Impact model. The purpose of this video is to show you how to, if you are doing a repair, to remove the pellet probe block if needed, or maybe install an aftermarket version such as the Crawford Lip Ultra Grip Probe Carrier or the NSA Slug Pin Probe. Those two both have a new probe block to be used, so this video will show you how to do that real quick. For today's video, we'll be using a 4mm Allen, let's see if we can get a zoom, there we go, 2.5mm hex, and it's always helpful to have a pair of forceps or hemostats or some sort of needle nose plier to grab a couple things. So the first step of this process is to remove the cheek piece. Underneath the cheek piece will be a screw to access the probe block. To remove the cheek piece, you have 4 screws that require a 2.5mm. So you see here I've left the screws in the cheek piece. That way I can lift up the cheek piece. I won't lose my screws. I can just set this to the side. I know exactly where the screws are. So to continue on, you can see the screw here in the middle, this black screw, and whenever I pull the lever, you see that screw moves. That is the screw that holds the pellet probe block into the guide bar. As you can see, the silver there that moves. That's the guide bar that stretches all the way up here to the reloading block. So it's just this one screw. Again, it takes a 2.5mm to extract. So we're just going to get that in there. A note, it is more likely Loctited from the factory, so be careful of that. If it's not coming out easy, you'll need to apply some heat to it. And as you can see there, the block just dropped out. It's down here now whenever I loosen this, but the screw stays there. It's locked into the top piece of that bar, so you're not going to lose that screw. It's going to stay right there, but the probe block is now accessible. So we can see the probe block just laying here. We'll need to drop down the butt pad adjustment here to access it. So this is where the 4mm and the hemostats come into play. The back of the probe here has a 4mm hex in it. So what you can do, grab the front of the probe like that. Oh. Or there you go. Tilt it up. Grab it with the 4mm in the back. And you can kind of turn against it like counterclockwise to press against action. And there you go. So as you can see, there's 2 holes for the pins. From the factory, you only see 1 pin in there. Adding another pin can help with alignment if you have any sort of alignment issues, so I always recommend adding another pin if you have one available. If not, again, that's how it comes from the factory, so that's how it runs stock. That's completely normal. So this is the stock OEM block. If we wanted to reinstall this, we could. There's nothing wrong with this one, but if, for instance, you stripped out your pellet probe screw or something like that, so you need to get a new block system put in, because you couldn't get that screw out, then this is how you would do it. Or like I suggested as well, you could upgrade to a different block like this, the Crawford Lip Ultra Grip Pro block. This I use this personally on all my rifles, so you could use something like this. There is a NSA block as well that's for a slug pin probe that they've made. I don't particularly run pin probes though, and this is also a bench rest rifle, so I don't need a pin probe, I need a pellet probe. So anyways, we're going to switch it over to this now, but the installation will be the same. As you can see, it's just this extra little clamping portion at the bottom. Besides that, the tops are exactly the same. So we're going to go install this now. Again, taking the 4mm into the back of the probe. If you have a pin probe, you won't be able to do this trick, and you'll just have to use the hemostats. So again, take this, and as you can see with the aftermarket block, it won't fit in there, so we're going to have to remove the butt pad. So now we've removed the butt pad. Now we can take the Pro block and all and just gently slide it in there. So we're not going to put it in yet, actually, because we've got the screw up here. We've got it lined up. We actually have to slide this back a little bit, as you may see there in the screen, by pulling the lever back slightly. And then we have to take this Pro block and fish the probe into the breech area, lift it onto the screw, and then push it all forward as one assembly, still holding it back here. But now this screw is in place. See there, I can push that screw up and down. That means it's in place. And then I'm going to take my 2.5 here and go ahead and tighten this on down until it's nice and tight. Don't want to strip it out though. And there we go. Now it's in there. You can see that screw's tightened down, probe block's there, and then when I pull the probe back, it's all one solid piece. Okay, so the final step of this process will be to put the buttstock back on and put the cheek piece. So we've got the buttstock that just slides into the slot. Stick the screw through, find the hole on the other side. Just thumb tightens just like that. And then we've got our cheek piece to put back on. Remember, this is the 2.5. And there you have it. There's the easy way of changing out the Pro block on an FX Impact M3. And again, we've upgraded this to an aftermarket Pro block now. That's why it looks different. But here's the original block right here. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. Also, feel free to shoot me an email at info@910agtrllc.com or go by the website by the same name, 910agtrllc.com. Alright, I hope you all found this video helpful, and happy shooting.